As part of their 20-year anniversary, the St. Kitts and Nevis Parliamentary Association (SKNYPA) hosted a parliamentary sitting on Monday at the National Assembly chambers. They debated a resolution to improve the ease of doing business within the Federation of St. Christopher and Nevis, and a resolution to adopt the National Maritime Policy and Action Plan. Here are highlights from that meeting.
Can I please you, Mr. Speaker? And my question this morning is addressed to the Minister of Education. In a time where I think our students, teachers, parents alike are in a crisis mode, we wish to pose this question to the Minister. Considering the fluidity of the current COVID-19 situation, are there any plans to digitize the education system?
Mr. Speaker, I rise this morning as the Minister of Education and the Prime Minister of this rightfully elected government to provide response to the question from Member for St. Christopher 6 as it relates to the Ministry of Education. Now, Mr. Speaker, I don't even want to have to go so much into the ripples and the ramifications that COVID-19 has reaped across St. Kitts and Nevis across so many sectors.
This means that the lending institutions can spend more time reviewing business plans. They can make recommendations for loans that suit a person's credit rating rather than rating, meaning that there will be less stringent capital requirements. Moreover, Mr. Speaker, we understand that the infrastructure services, especially electricity, are a major concern for new and upcoming businesses.
So again, she came up, said a lot of things, but she said really nothing. Mr. Speaker, she also came up and talked about being a social media person. In fact, she is a communication expert. But yet she appears not to be listening to the radio programs, Win FM, Freedom FM. I doubt if she even plays these.
I would just encourage that you use the term the honourable member instead of referring to the member as she or he. You can use honourable member. The honourable member has said X and Y and so on.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. You see, when I talk about the people and the people's business, I get passionate and at times forget what I ought to say. But of course,
the ECCB says so. They say yes, there's some merit to what they have said. According to the ECCB statement, over the period January to February 2021, the IMF held discussions with stakeholders across the ECCU and with the ECCB and member governments. This year's discussion focused on the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the economies of the ECCU countries.
SKNYPA is celebrating its 20th anniversary this month with several activities.